Butch Kresovich, artistic director of the Duquesne Tamburitzans.
Yes.
You're the guy.
Yes. If you put it that way.
Now, what's a Tamburitzan?
A Tamburitzan. Well, you see these instruments back here?
Yes, very nice.
That is a tambura. And early on in our history, probably, we've been around for 79 years.
Wow.
They thought about what we're going to call it. And it was a small group of gentlemen that played that instrument, the tamburitza. We called it was a tambura, but then we started to call it a tamburitza in this country, and we became the Tamburitzans. It's simple as that.
So the term tamburitzan originated here in Pittsburgh.
It did.
I didn't know that. I always figured it was a style, a performance form that came over from ancient Europe.
Well, in Europe, like I said, they referred to it as the tambura. But then they said tamburitza here in America, and then it became the Tamburitzans.
It's really iconic in Pittsburgh. I mean,
It is.
You've had a home here for many, many decades. We're passing on the Boulevard of the Allies.
Yes.
We see the side of the building, and that's where we are today in the Tamburitzan headquarters.
Absolutely, we're here.
What do you call it? The hive, the capital? What is it?
Well, we actually refer to it as TAB, Tamburitzan Administration Building.
Oh, okay.
And you wouldn't know that unless you were part of the organization, but any Tamburitzan that came through here, you'd say, hey, we're down at TAB, and they know exactly what that is.
Now, what does it take to be a Tamburitzan?
It takes, obviously, the talent, but I think it takes a lot of heart and soul. This is not for the faint at heart. This is, you want to do this, you really have to have your heart and soul in it. It's a, obviously it's a young people's thing. Although my boss, Bob Vukic, we try to, still get out there and play, but we can't keep up with these guys, their energy, But no, what it takes is obviously the talent, but you've also got to be a good student. You've got studies, you got to balance the studies, you're on the road, you're traveling. And I'd say it takes an interest in the folklore and the culture of what we're doing here.
So when we say talent, are we talking particularly dance, physical movement talent?
No, I think that's a very good point that you bring up. I think a lot of people think of us as a dance ensemble. We have musicians, we have singers, we have dancers. What's interesting about our group, if you come to see a show, there's only 30 in the ensemble right now. And you'll see a lot of ensembles. I know I've worked in the business, professional music business, strictly a violinist or strictly a drummer, strictly a singer. Most of our people do 3-4 things, and they have to, because if you see our show, they move in and out.
Wow.
There's dance sets. We've got to have, interesting part is they need to change costumes. So someone's playing a number while someone's changing a costume. 4 people are changing. So I think we pride ourselves, and we've always been a versatile type of performing ensemble.
So what do you think attracts most people, and when they start out, I'm supposing they would be students, to become a Tamburitzan, to follow that path and to really put the dedication in? What do you see?
Well, I'm going to speak to it for myself. I think I was 7 years old the first time I saw a Tamburitzan show, and I saw it and I said, I want to do that. And I know multitudes of other people describe it the exact same way. They see it, it's something that draws a young person in, and then there's methods to get there, to set that goal. There's ways that you get there as far as your training, and we have things around Pittsburgh and some of the other big cities, Chicago, that groups that feed into this sort of thing, and I think that's part of it. Then we have some students who've never seen a Tamburitzan show, and someone told them about it, and they came out and auditioned, and it's a whole new life for them when they come here. And I've seen both, but predominantly, I think there's a lot of people that as a young person, they saw it and they were very impressed with it.
I'm visualizing this beautiful narrative. You remember you used to hear like, oh, this kid's going to run away with the circus when it comes into town. They're going to run away with the Tamburitzans.
Absolutely,
They're going to get so impressed with the Tamburitzan show.
Absolutely.
I mean, has that ever happened? Have you picked up people on the road that are so impressed with it?
I think we've had people that have seen it, and we actually have auditions on the road. We'll go to a city and someone comes out and prepares an audition and comes out. I can remember over the years back when I was in, someone would say, hey, they're going to be in Chicago, and they show up and they audition, and you find some talent that you didn't expect to find. Always, we do have formal auditions every year in February. And I think that's another one of our challenges moving ahead is recruiting. I joke about the show. I said, I want to know what everything you guys do. I want to know all your hidden talents. If you're fire eater or you swallow swords? I want to know that because I'm going to put it in the show.
All right. You're going to give Cirque du Soleil a run for their money, I tell you what.
Absolutely.
So you hear that, kids? You too can be a Tamburitzan.
There you go.
Yeah.
Come out and audition. That's what we say.
Do a lot of pierogies go down among this group?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm glad to hear that.
Well, the girls, I think every year they have a pierogi sale. So.
Yes. Do you think perhaps I have what it takes to be a Tamburitzan?
Well, we're going to see that in a little while
Yeah,
here.
give it a shot.
Absolutely. We're going to put you in here and sort of your audition, I guess you would say.
Okay. Now, no preparation. You're getting what you see is what you get.
And,
all right.
And we're not giving you any hints as to what you might be doing. Okay, guys. Let's try and tighten this up a little bit, okay? And we're gonna bring a sub in case one of you guys can't be in the show, and we have someone who's up on it, okay? Brent.
Hi. Sorry, I'm late. I didn't know we were doing this casual. I'm sorry. Where should I be? Right here. Okay. All right. Now I've never done this before. This is just okay.
Well, it's our first time also, so.
All right. Now, what do you guys do with your strap?
I just put it on.
Okay. All right. What hand goes where?
Right next to the ground.
Left hand goes on your waist.
All right. Hey, I kind of like that.
Don't worry about the gun.
Okay, so I'm taking it and putting it on my head. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Here we go. I'm good until it gets fast. So we just do it slow forever. I'm your guy. Now, I had $50 in my hat, which I have an idea for how we're going to close this. Okay. You remember the Mary Tyler Moore show? And then it freezes? There's our closer.